Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 5 of Mentos plays Crypt the NecroDancer. We're going to go back to our regular game mode here with Cadence and see what we can do. I am playing a lot of hardcore mode, even though that might be jumping the gun a little bit. I just feel like it is the best way to practice and learn the game as a whole. I think that compared to doing each zone at once with a bunch of upgrades, you're probably not going to have necessarily... you're probably not going to necessarily have, I don't know why I tried to do that, when you go to the level in hardcore mode. It seems to make more sense to practice it as you're probably going to be playing it when you're in hardcore mode. Now that I'm basically familiar with the basics of each zone, the basics of each enemy type, I'm not highly skilled with them, but I know enough where I think that it might be the best time to be practicing as I would actually be playing it later in my playing time. You know what, gold broadsword versus longsword. I'm gonna go with the broadsword. I do want a weapon on this floor. I do love to get a weapon in the first zone. My timing is hugely thrown off by that bard play just before now, because I'm tempted to keep mashing when I do something. Gotta get out of that habit. That was really stupid, as was that. Yeah, that's our death. Torch is nice, obsidian dagger not so much. Same thing with the armor. I have made good use of obsidian stuff on my off-camera runs, but I also have a lot easier time keeping the beat on my off-camera runs when I'm not trying to talk about the game. So it is certainly, it's a possibility once I'm more used to this, but in the current state, obsidian isn't a big enough difference from my regular dagger to justify the cost, if you know what I mean. Did not think that went through either. I should have run. Of course you moved up, you stupid bat. I did that one on purpose. I took too much damage in that bat room from playing stupidly. I decided it was better to just move on. Start a fresh run where I didn't take all that damage right away. Kill you right now. So many traps. So little time. What's up, Shopkeep? I kind of want the Ring of War, I won't lie. It makes things more difficult, but it also gives you more damage and it gives you knockback, both of which are very helpful, of course. And we can easily go up here and check out what's in here before we make any final decisions. Leather armor there. I want one of these, I just don't know what. I am wasting a bunch of time here. Let's go with the rapier. It's got the most damage dealing potential, and it's going to give us some extra money. Probably the best choice. It's also the hardest of the three to use appropriately, but... I was doing good with the beat for a while there, and then I blew it. do have enough to afford the Ring of War if we can get there in time. And I choose to go after it. I don't think we can do it, but I'm gonna go for it. I have no combo to lose anyway. Oh, I might be able to. Oh, second to last beat, I got it. Okay, so this makes some things more difficult, it also makes some things easier, so I guess you get the positives and the negatives with it is what I'm trying to say here. As you can see, when I hit an enemy, I knock them back pretty decently, which is a big help against certain types of enemies. I don't have any bombs. Perhaps I can dig in from the other side. I can, but the question is there anything in there worth wanting to dig in for? And due to the way the rapier works, by the way, when I do a 2 distance shot, the rapier actually doubles the damage that you do from a hit. So if I do a 2 distance shot, it's not going to do 3 damage, the 2 plus 1, it's actually going to do 4. Essentially it's acting as a titanium weapon now, instead of a regular weapon, which is rather nice, you might imagine. Now the difficult part is that the hard version of every one of the mini bosses is going to be what spawns, if I recall correctly. And there's also more enemies on each floor because of it. So not only are we dealing with more enemies, we're dealing with harder enemies as well. That worked out very, very extremely well compared to what I expected. Could get the titanium broadsword, couldn't get this better torch, that's what we're gonna get. I lost my multiplier, I don't know exactly how. I wasn't paying enough attention, which is probably how it happened. Let's be honest, not paying attention in this game causes you some major problems. So we're just gonna head down this way. Got a nice little pile of gold on that exit there. And I think that's about all, so let's head down. Could trade out for a glass whip, I don't think that's the best of decisions. It is more damage, but I will mess up with it. And once you get hit with a glass weapon, it can be tough to recover. Don't know what became of that skeleton. Glass cat. Oh dear god. Stunlock that guy with the knockback from the Ring of War, which is awesome. I did not actually know that was going to happen. No! Stop running on the trap, you suicidal fools! You're stealing all my money! Incidentally, I can't get to the money in the wall unless I get something that allows me to dig through those blocks. Oh, there's a bounce trap there. Yeah, that'll cause me some problems. Conga line. Oh, yeah, I didn't hit King Konga, I just focused too much on the conga line. That could be a problem. It's not going to work out too well for me. Don't know why I let that monkey grab onto me either. He was very easy to get without doing so. Why are so many of these things spawning, for God's sake? Torch and apple would both be nice, of course. Purple chest has a fireball spell. That's cool. Doing pretty well so far. Let's see what's in the shop. It's a blood shop, not too surprising. We'll take the golden broadsword. It's a risk to our health, of course, because we're gonna be one hit away from death. But it does give us a lot of benefit, both in terms of financial benefit and benefit in terms of being able to attack safer. I feel like there's a lot of this floor that I haven't seen yet. It could just be a weird layout, but I feel like there should be at least another set of rooms. Well, at least one more room. Oh my god. I am horrible, and I should feel horrible. And just go ahead and hate me forever for being so bad. It's okay, I understand. There we go. Finally got that guy into a position where I could attack him consistently. The green dragons are much less of a threat because you can attack them from both angles, of course. Since they don't spit fire at you, you can actually attack them from in front of them and on top or below them. And no risk to yourself, which is a plus. I was really hoping that wasn't a blood shop. Oh my god. Could I have a few less trap rooms, please? Just, you know, a little bit less of them. Yeah, I did not think that through. I saw what was going to happen as I was attacking, but I did not think it through in time. Apple, that's helpful. You can heal once. Fuck you, monkey. Thought that might be a potion room, it was not. It's just kind of a troll. That's a potion room, though. Might as well grab that. Because who doesn't want an extra life? Yeah, it worked out perfectly. Of course, now I don't have a bomb to go to the shop, which is unfortunate. but the extra life probably more beneficial in the long term. There we go. That was really stupid. I thought I was a space further ahead of him, honestly. Ouch. Lost my combo for nothing. Not really ouch, I guess, but damn. We've got to be getting close to the shop. Not just because we can hear the shopkeeper singing, but also because there's not much room left on this level. I think those were good decisions. I could have obviously gone for the apple, for the torch, which would have been helpful, but you know what? I'm leaving out my own designs. That's right, get back here, you headless skeleton punk. You're going down. You don't mess with me. That's what I'm gonna say. You all know it's not true. If things mess with me, they tend to win, but you know, these guys don't necessarily know that, so let's just keep that between you and me, and let these enemies think that they're in trouble if they mess with me. That was a risky move, it worked out. Those guys, if you haven't realized, kind of work like Boo's in Mario, where if you're moving towards them, they're gonna fade out of existence and just stay still like they're trying to act like they don't exist. And if you move away from them, then they're gonna follow you and try to make something happen. And if you do an action while they're corporeal and on the square next to you, they will attack you finally, and that can put you in some bad situations very easily. Let's put it that way. By the way, on my last, I should add on my last episode where we were doing the Bard run, I did realize after the episode that I had picked up the holster by accident not long before the end of that. And so when my glass weapon broke, instead of just being trapped and standing there taking all the hits, I could have switched the obsidian broadsword and wiped everything out pretty quickly, and probably could have beaten the boss that way. You know, it can be hard to think of that kind of stuff on the fly, even when you don't have to worry about the beat. You're still trying to not, you know, just sit there and stare in shock. Your reaction is to try to get out of there before problems happen. Even if you know that it doesn't matter how you move, you're going to get out at the same time. Can't come close to affording that. Seems to be titanium spear. So on to the next floor we go. That's right. Oh god. Why, Red Dragon? So what happened there, if you're wondering, what happened on that last run, I missed the beat when I tried to attack the dragon with my broadsword, and then while I did so, he moved down a square, and that left me in a position where I was not able to move. I think I could have gotten out of the way, but I wasn't expecting him to be there quite so soon. I should have got the cheese first, it would have let me be half a heart up from where I am right now. But that's not a huge difference maker, let's be honest here. Most of my deaths come very fast and furious, not so much drawn out, more of attrition type deaths. Reminds me I did want something from the shop at least, and we got just enough to buy 2 items. Ah yes, the circle. Circle of telepathy, absolutely. Backpack, sure. Backpack, less useful. Circlet of telepathy, quite useful. That bat was just the friendliest bat I've ever seen. Let's kill some fools. This is going well so far. Let's grab this. Lead boots. I think they would mess me up more than they would help me at the moment. Blood cat. I don't know how the cat works well enough to feel confident taking that.
If I'm gonna survive this, I'll have to remember what Uncle Eli taught me. Every opponent has a predictable pattern, he said. Learn that pattern and you won't suffer so much as a scratch. That green guy didn't move at all, and this blue one just moves up and then down, so if I attack him from the side, I'll never get hurt. A broadsword, not as sharp as I'm used to, but I bet it can still take out 3 enemies in one shot. Looks like those skeletons put their hands in the air when they're about to jump. If I'm in the way when they move, it's gonna hurt.
Yes, I did just do a tutorial of shame, which if you ever watched Banana Sorcerer X play Spelunky and throw one of his pretty decent runs, then you probably know what that was all about. That was pretty much my way of saying, God damn it. Okay, let's just go through here. Also, I figured it would be a good way to, or a good excuse to show off the tutorial of this game, Since it does have that bit of voice work in it and everything, I thought it would be a good idea to show off at some point. And it seemed like as good a time as any to do a shameful walk through it that also allowed you to hear all the voice work of the tutorial and how it explains the basics to you and everything. It worked well, I think. Ring of Luck, good, we can get rid of the Dark Ring now. Now, if I recall correctly, this threw us out into just, or actually I know this threw us out into the single zone mode. So we are certainly going to be unable to go past zone 1. But let's try to at least beat the boss, shall we? Could get a bomb spell. Break Torch. You know, I actually don't know what these things do. I don't know if they're just added defense or what. Let's go. You're going full glass here. Full glass, my friends. Because why not? This is only Zone 1 that we're going to be playing through. We might as well go a little bit crazy. It will always be impressive that glass can dig through stone. Yes, that's very true, that it is not necessarily the natural order of things. But I will not complain. It is quite useful. As you can tell, my practice is paying off a little bit in terms of me being able to keep the beat while talking. I'm still messing up at times, but a lot less than I was when I first started the series. That is what a lot of practice of this will do for you. Extra heart container, sure. Titanium rapier is pretty tempting, I won't lie, but we've also got a glass spear right now that is stronger. The titanium would be able to do at most 4 damage from a distance of 2. Our weapon currently does, is it 4 or 5 damage? I can't remember which, but 4 or 5 damage from a distance of 1 or 2. So certainly the better of the two. Go away, monkey. Nobody likes you. Obsidian Sphere. Ouch. There goes my glass armor. Obsidian is probably the worst weapon type to have as backup to a glass weapon, by the way, because Obsidian is strengthened based on your multiplier. So if you get hit and lose your glass weapon, your multiplier is at 0, and you're not really having any backup at all. You know, I'm going to buy this ham here. That is going to give me more health refill. Let's head down this way and to the exit, I guess. It's chess boss. Talk about tanking it. Well, at least we beat a zone today, right? At least we beat a zone from the lobby. That's a plus, I guess. Regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode and continue to enjoy the series. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Take care and have a good one.